and he took his cut.
Yeah, that's what I think
I
too.
think so
Which
too.
was
I think it
substantial.
was far more than, it was just all the criminal enterprises that the CIA and all the Five Eyes and all the intelligence. I mean, that's just where all the criminals are. And all you have to do is call yourself a contractor or somebody in intelligence. And, it's like, you have a pass for everything. You're never going to be arrested. You're never going to be called on the carpet.
Everything's covered by national security when you got a pass.
The national security get out of jail free card gets played quite often, and it was played with Epstein, for sure. I mean, Alexander Acosta was told to back away because he was intelligence. So the CIA would invariably, if Acosta had rebelled, I think the CIA would have invariably had to play its get out of jail free card.
Yeah, he would have had to have shot himself several times in the back of the head, as they so often do.
The Clinton suicide. Can I say something real quick, Mom? Do you mind?
Go for it.
I just want to point out a really important note, and not to, it's my bias making me do this, but I still think it's important. The divide and conquer strategy, because the American people, actually the world population, like you said, with EpsteinJustice.org, we do have power. So it's very important to the people, the evil people in power that are trafficking in children, to keep us divided. And that is one of the things that we do here on the Roseanne Barr podcast, is we always fight against these tropes or these things that divide us. We get a lot of heat for it. But just be careful when you're mad at a certain group or a religious affiliation or a country. You are being played. And me and my mom want you to understand that we have to focus, like my mom always says, the people at the top that are actually responsible for all the evil. And I just wanted to say that. Thank you for letting me do it.
Thanks, Jake.
But it's so funny how so many of the people, well, we're talking about anti-Semitism because we're Jews.
One of many things. That's one thing. But it happens on every faith.
But it is one of the interesting things, because the people leveling the charges against the Jews are themselves complicit in a far huger way than the Jews will ever be. And I'm talking about the Catholic Church, the UN, Octagon in Switzerland, and Islam itself. I mean, come on.
Yeah, they're infiltrated.
It really disgusts me, and how easy it is for everybody to go down the same old medieval pathways that end in destruction of all, well, they're called Christian democracies, which is what they are, but that's the takedown of every Christian democracy, and people don't seem to see that. No. It makes me very angry. And, the fact that they tried to turn this into being Israel operation, or as Candace Owen says, Israel's operation, really pisses me off, because, I know you don't want to say, but I will. The fucking royal family of England is complicit in Epstein Island. And, the prince was there. Come on.
Andrew.
They don't want us to see all the way to the top. They don't want us to look at Catholic charities and the trafficking of children across our borders, which they alone are responsible for. They only want they want to farm our minds so that we play into their, what I call the Fourth Reich. And it is of a fascist world takeover, and they got to get rid of America because we stand in their way. So that's why I'm happy to hear that there are Americans waking up that know that America is all that stands in the way of worldwide fascism, and that they know that we have the laws to protect ourselves and the world from it. All we have to do is work it, like they say in AA. It works if you work it, and we've got to work it.
Well said.
The United States has something that's really beautiful that a lot of countries don't have. We have the First Amendment. And all our freedoms are essentially predicated on the First Amendment.
Like the Second Amendment is to protect the First Amendment. Come on, right?
And we have to come together as Americans. Our leaders are going to take us off a cliff.
That's right.
I really believe that.
They want to. They're getting paid to do it.
During the...
Or they're blackmailed.
Yeah, it's something that but we have an opportunity. I mean, I've been at this for 22 years. I spent 7 years on the Franklin scandal. I traveled thousands of miles, spent all my money. I mean, I published it and nothing happened. Nobody wanted to touch it. And now with Epstein, I am seeing real change, real traction. I mean, we even have at this point one U.S. congressman that's willing to vote with us or vote for a congressional commission. And I think that there's going to be a number of them that follow him shortly. So
I think so too.
I really believe, because there's been times in this battle over the last 22 years where I've been eating a lot of chicken pot pies and been fairly broke. It's kind of amazing I've been able to make a living as a writer all these years. I don't know how, but I have been. But I see some real traction now. And there have been times when I've been so despondent over this, where I thought all this work that I've done was never going to reap any justice. But now I'm starting to see it. And with this current issue with Epstein, I think we can bring the right and the left together. And yes,
we need to bring the right and the left together to the right place, not being all over the place about other countries and this and that and the other, but our country right here, the center, the hub of child sex slavery, our country, our children right here. And I've never done this before on my podcast because I just didn't feel right about it, but I do feel right about asking my viewers to get involved and send contributions to this wonderful organization and be part of it. Educate yourself, get involved to work the laws of the United States of America, and get involved in deciding to care about the lives of children, and get involved and stay involved. And I have been for so many decades, and I'm so glad that I feel that there's finally movement too. So I want you to say again, what is the name? It's the
EpsteinJustice.com. It's pretty easy to remember. Go to EpsteinJustice.com and register for our webinars. Donations are really helpful. There's a change.org petition up that you can sign to. That would be great. And together, we can do this. Like I said, I'm really just happy with how things are coming together for us. I mean, we still have a long way to go, don't get me wrong, but I'm seeing change now. And I'm seeing the left and the right come together over this issue. And it's really wonderful. And people are starting to come to Epstein Justice and actually register for our webinars. And because together we can do this. I mean,
yes,
we don't have to take shit like we've been taking it. I mean, we don't have to do it.
I just always imagine this great big, like we said, Republicans traffic boys and Democrats traffic girls. So it doesn't matter how you vote. It's like there are so many victims out there, and they're going through so much pain. I know a lot of people who are drug addicts, who are alcoholics, who are in some kind of trouble, who are even in prison because of being molested. You can take some power back by helping to do the right thing, by helping to be part of the change that this man has worked so hard for, and the change that Dr. Lois Lee, Audra, Kathy O'Brien, and Mary Flynn, so many people in America who stood up from their couch and said, that's enough. I have to do something. Please be one of those people.
Oh, you see, my patience is growing thin.